Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our forum for today. Our topic for today is a comparison between Islamic Financial Services Act 2013 and Financial Services Act 2013. For our forum today, we have three panel which are Dr. Ahmad Iqbal Lutfi as panel 1, Dr. Daniel Nur Azfar as panel 2, and lastly Dr. Nur Fatin Auni as panel 3. It's a pleasure for me, Nur Akidah Najha binti Muhammad Rafi, with matric number 280593 as a moderator for today. So, from my understanding, as we know, there are two acts that are related to the financial and banking system in Malaysia. This was when the Financial Services Act of 2013, FSA, and the Islamic Financial Services Act of 2013, which is IFSA, went into effect on June 30, 2013. These regulatory and supervisory frameworks reach a modern stage in the development. The way to update the act that govern the behavior and the supervision of financial institutions in the Malaysia have culminated in the creation of the FSA and IFSA. This is done to make sure that the law remain applicable and effective in the maintaining financial stability and Congress inclusive expansion in the financial and economic system and the providing user with sufficient protection. Granted by this law of Bank Negara Malaysia, the compulsory supervision control and the grant and the oversight strict to the carry out the intensive mandate in the more complicated and interconnected environment in light of regional and global financial development. This also includes a stronger emphasis on early preventive measure to deal with problems that arise in financial institutions which could have an impact on policyholder and depositor interest as well as the effectiveness and efficiency of the role of financial intermediaries. Malaysia control and oversight system must be outfitted with effective. This is done in order to effectively address new risks, maintain customer confidence in the financial system, and prevent disruption of the crucial and significant financial intermediation activity for the economy. The Act Bank and Financial Institution 1989, the Bank Act Islam 1983, the Insurance Act 1996, and the Takaful Act 1984, the Payment System Act 2003, and the Control and Exchange of the Money 1953, all of which were combined into the FSA and IFSA to regulate the financial sector under a single legislative framework for the conventional and Islamic financial sector, respectively. The Control and Exchange of Money 1953 was also repealed on the same day. By this, we can know about how the IFSA 2013 and FSA 2013 are different in terms of objective, framework, section, B&M rule, financial intermediation, establishment, financial holding company. It also aimed to highlight IFSA 2013 benefit and the development that have occurred in the financial and Islamic banking industry since the enactment. So, without any further delay, let's proceed with the opinion of our panel 1 for today. Dr. Iqbal, would you mind giving us your opinion and understanding about differences between Islamic Financial Services Act 2013 and Financial Services Act 2013?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you to our pretty moderator, Miss Akidah. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Ahmad Iqbal Lutfi bin Ahmad Azani. My matrix number 280153. Before we go deeply in our topic about differences between IFSA 2013 and FSA 2013, we have to know about the effect of Financial Service Act of 2013, which is FSA, and the Islamic Financial Service Act, which is IFSA 2013. These will be two of the most important laws for the Malaysian financial service industry. Both laws were signed by the King and published in March 2013. The FSA replaced the Banking and Financial Institution Act of 1989, Payment System Act of 2003, Insurance Act of 1996, and Exchange Control Act of 1953. This is expected to happen by the end of June 2013. The IFSA replaced the Islamic Banking Act of 1983 and Takaful Act of 1984. Both acts were made to make sure that financial institutions, systems, and other relevant entities were regulated and watched over. They were also made to keep an eye on the money market and the foreign exchange market. Their main goal as regulators is to keep the economy stable by making sure that financial institutions are safe and sound, that the money market and foreign exchange market are fair, that financial institutions do business in a fair way, and that consumers are protected. Next, we go deeply in our topic. So, here are 6 differences between IFSA 2013 and FSA 2013. In order of B&M rule, their objective, Frameworks section, Financial Intermediation and Financial Holding Company. For the first part of being enrolled in IFSA 2013, stated that by consolidating the Takaful Act of 1984 and the Islamic Banking Act of 1983, this act gives the Bank Negara Malaysia more ability to monitor and regulate Malaysia's Islamic banking and the Takaful industry. The IFSA also stated that this happen will make the BNM regulatory and supervisory instruments available in order to ensure that Islamic financial goods and services are in accordance with Shariah compliant and to keep the Islamic financial system stable. While FSA 2013 stated that the Act provides a complete set of rules for the financial and money markets in Malaysia. The FSA brought together the Banking and Financial Institution Act of 1989, the Insurance Act of 1996, the Payment System Act of 2003, and the Exchange Control Act of 1953. It tries to make the financial industry legal system stronger by combining it gives the BNM the power to watch over, manage, and respond to the Malaysian financial sector in an effective way. Next, the second research about objectives of IFSA 2013 that mentioned that its primary objective are to strengthen the oversight of Islamic financial institutions and to advance with Shariah compliance while simultaneously fostering financial stability. While FSA 2013 mentioned that the objective to make plans for the regulation and oversight of financial institutions, payment system, and other relevant entities, as well as the regulation of the money market and the foreign exchange market in order to promote financial stability and deal with any related incidental and consequential problems. After that, for the part framework, IFSA 2013 are complementary body to the FSA for the Islamic financial industry. However, the FSA 2013's framework, the single most significant piece of regulation that control the traditional financial sector. The section part of ISA 2013 have a total of 18 parts, 291 sections and 16 schedules, including no amendment, while FSA 2013 stated that the total of 18 parts, 281 sections and 16 schedules included no amendment. Besides, IFSA 2013 under the section 222 of the IFSA, while FSA 2013 under section 211 of the FSA for financial intermediation. Last difference is IFSA 2013 under part 6 of the IFSA, while FSA 2013 under part 5 of the FSA for the financial holding company.
Thank you, Dr. Iqbal, for your explanation. So what I can summarize is that there are a lot of differences between IFSA and FSA. But the main goal as regulator is to keep the economy stable by making sure that financial institutions are safe. Okay, let's proceed with our panel 2, Dr. Asfar. From our panel 1, we already see and know their understanding. How about you, Dr. Asfar? Can you elaborate your understanding about advantages on Islamic Financial Services Act 2013 compared to Financial Services Act 2013?
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Gideon Asfar bin Abdul Aziz. My matric number is 280099. Now, I will explain for my part is advantages IFSA 2030 compared to FSA 2030. So point number 1 is transparency. How is it good? Accounting records are defined similarly under subsection 4.1 of the Companies Act of 1965. The definition of approved accounting standard is the same as the that found in section of the Financial Reporting Act 1977. An institution is required to maintain or cause to be maintained and appropriately accounting records and information and necessary to enable institution to prepare its financial statement in accordance in section 74. Next, we go to the first point is added to accepted accounting standard. An institution financial statement must be prepared in line with the following in page 57 of 187. Accepted accounting principle subject to any limitation imposed by the bank pursuant to paragraph 57(1) in 1. Next, any standard determined by the bank under paragraph 57 in the absence of any authorized accounting standard. Next, the last point is publication of financial statement. An institution shall publish its financial statement prepared under subsection 74(1) from time to time subject to any standards as determined by the bank under subsection 57(1). Notwithstanding subsection 1, the bank may require that the financial statement be audited before any publication under the subsection 1. Next, we go to the next point is for consumer rights are protected. In this application of this division, shall not to apply to a licensed bank or licensed investment bank that receives the bank's clearance to conduct Islamic banking activity under paragraph 15(1) of the Financial Services Act 2013, the bank. For the purpose of section 149 and 150, Islamic deposit is defined as a sum of money, precious metal, valuable stone or other goods or objects prescribed by the minister on the advice of the bank received, paid or transmit in accordance with Shariah. With or without gains, any type of rental, profit, dividend or benefit, including any fee or gift payable or to be given, or any other consideration in money or money worth, either on demand or at a time or in circumstance agreed upon by or on behalf of the person that making the payment or delivery and the person receiving it, does not include genuine payment via an advance payment or partial payment under a contract for the sale, rental or other provision of goods or services, and only payable in the event that the good or service is not actually sold, rent or otherwise provided. For the last point is 3.3, improve and give more efficiency to the Islamic financial system. For the first point is for this part is the 33 master laws in the Islamic financial sector. According to Rozier Markham 32 and Datuk Nur Syamsiah Muhammad Yunus, are meant to increase the effectiveness and efficiency of the current Islamic financial system. In relation to the Islamic Financial Services Act 2013, this is also done to encourage financial stability and Sharia compliance in Malaysia's Islamic financial sector. That's it, IFSA. The IFSA, The IFSA, according to Rozier Markham's articles, is a strong act that offers a regulatory and supervisory regime for financial institutions, takaful operators, as well as intermediaries and participants in the money and foreign exchange market. This is want to demonstrate that Shariah and corporate governance, payment system, operation contract and liquidation are all covered by the compliance schedule and Shariah standard provided in section 28 and 29 of the IFSA. For additional, this issue provides a brief explanation of the APKI outlining its goal, content and recommendation of improving the IFSA from the perspective of information transparency and the requirement of the development of standard for the working methods of the financial institution Shariah Committee. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Asfar, for your explanation. After we hear all the explanation from two panel, we will move to our last panel. Okay, Dr. Auni, as we learn from IFSA and FSA, can you give some idea about the changes after Islamic Financial Services Act 2013 occurred?
Thank you for the question, Ms. Moderator. First of all, my name is Nur Fatin Auni. To answer the question that the challenge of Islamic Financial Service Act 2013 occurred, I will explain a little bit the challenge of, as you can see, we have 5 challenges after Islamic Financial Service Act, or we call it IFSA 2013. First, product disclosure sheet, PDS, principal guardian and profit smoothing practice. Third is financial risk management. Next is financial reporting, and the last is rate of return framework. After all the product disclosure sheet PDS, in order for policy use and potential investor to use the product disclosure sheet as a resource and make the best choice, it must be comprehensive and contain all relevant information about the products. Before IFSA 2013, product disclosure sheet did not always address the risk associated with the product. This is suitably as an investment, its historical performance, potential investment returns, indicative return and profit calculation. In a policy statement on investment account issued in 2014, Bank Negara Malaysia advised the legal requirement for established investment account under the IFSA 2013. Investment product equity must be present correctly and completely with no missing or unreported information. Second, principal guardian and profit smoothing practice. The profit smoothing process, which is used in the both conventional and Islamic banking, is a critical ensure that account holder receive a good or content return. Deposit and investment account holder at this bank were previously guided against principle. The prohibit of methods such as profit equation service and most use such as profit equalization service and others profit splitting measure will create an openness of financial data and substantially degrade investor ability to embrace the bank's true performance. Therefore, it is claimed that the word used to refer to the investment account is in person, as it described as both an equity and a liability at the time. Third is financial risk management. In addition to address the legal of Shariah related violence, IFSA 2013 emphasized the emphasis of non-compliance. Anyone who are violent subsection 1 or 3 comments as impose of a term of statement of a term of not more than 8 years or a fine of not more than 25 million ringgit or both. Section 28.5 state while Section 1 emphasizes the need for Shariah compliance, Section 3 provides recovering strategy to lessen the risk of Shariah non-compliance. Section 28 requires any Shariah infringing behavior to case immediately and to be notified to the bank and Shariah committee within 3 days. Next, we also have financial report. One of IFSA 2016 key goal is to promote transparent and Shariah compliant for those investor and financial customer. Islamic bank's balance sheet contain a several asset liability mismatch. Corporate governance and Shariah compliant both rely on financial report. Islamic financial institution must include the following information in their annual financial statement. Per the Bank Negara Malaysia investment account policy document, account policy, fund movement, the typical profit sharing ratio, the rate of return disclosure to the holder of investment account, agent TV fees, and performance indicative fees. And the last one is a rate of return framework. Apart from performance report, distribution schedule, and warning disclaimer requirement, the handling and delivery of earning in the rate of return to holder of investment account is given particular consideration. The priority of payment for investment account following the closure of Islamic financial institution is traced independently of Islamic deposit according to Bank Negara Malaysia state on investment account. Before IFSA 2013, all deposit into investment pool were funded using the both deposit and investment account. When monthly interest rate are used calculation, the periodic return use the same series average made substantially easy. I think that's a little bit explanation about the challenge of IFSA 2013. Now I will pass back to the Miss Moderator.
That was our last question. Thank you to all of our panel for their time and explanation. Before we end off our forum session today, let me make some conclusion that we gain from these three panels. So, the Islamic financial system and the conventional financial system are two financial and banking systems in Malaysia. The Islamic Financial Services Act of 2013 and the Financial Services Act of 2015 are those the two acts that make up Malaysian financial legislation. All organizations involved in the financial services industry are now covered by IFSA. This is required in order to adhere to the law provision, specifically those relating to the Shariah requirement, which are divided into three main categories: Shariah governance, Shariah compliant audit, and the last is Shariah compliant component. Infraction of Shariah law punishable by fine under the IFSA. As a result, it is the responsibility of all parties to ensure that all Shariah-related requirements are fully upheld and that any institution providing financial services to Muslims does so in the accordance with those principles. The advantages of IFSA 2013 state that better transparency in order have been approved by Shariah to keep accounting standard and the institution shall because the record to be kept so as to enable them to be audited easily and correctly. This is to ensure that he performs the duties to the best of his ability without seeking personal gain from the position. Next, it is also improve organization and efficiency in the governance, because an institution's success and smooth operation depends on efficiency governance, which is essential to the expanding Islamic banking and financial system. This act also forbid Islamic bank from using profit smoothing technique and principal guarantee and profit smoothing practice, which principal guarantee to protect both deposit and investment account holders.